In this video, I will discuss software-defined security, starting with its relation with the virtualization or cloud services, and overview key attributes and security services offered by SDSec or SDS. With the introduction of virtualization or cloud services, the network virtualization concepts like network function virtualization or software defined network technologies have emerged, and server farm has also been virtualized. So, the traditional parameter based security is now insufficient to address the dynamic requirement of cloud security. And software defined security is a virtualization security to address the complex security needs of virtualization platforms and cloud services. And it is a software based virtualized security which is policy driven, and there is also automation of security services through software defined security. Furthermore, the DevSecOps, that is development, security, and operations, also support software defined security by coding the security controls and embedding these software defined security requirements into continuous integration and continuous deployment pipeline. So, security is more targeted and flexible to meet the security needs of new applications and system architectures. For example, the security of microservices which are spread over the cloud uh, is compatible with software defined security, and the reconfiguration of network functions, routes, and protection controls can be done in an automated manner using software defined security, and therefore security can be deployed as per dynamic threats. Now, this entire security is done in a non-deterministic way because the physical firewalls have the limitations of determining the data flows between 2 points and then protecting that channel. And if any alternate channel is used, then it can bypass the security provided by the firewall. So the traditional firewalls cannot capture the security requirements of cloud services. So whereas in software defined security, the security baseline is embedded into the VM configuration definition files. So it can offer security as per the dynamic security needs of cloud services. So it is also infrastructure neutral and hardware independent, and also the operating system platform independent, and it is kind of write once and run anywhere security baseline. So this security baseline is portable through software defined security, and also domain expertise is not needed for a particular underlying technology. So security functions are obfuscated from the underlying architecture. So furthermore, the consistent security policies can be implemented. Now there are certain key attributes which are micro targeting and centralized management, standardization, integration, and automation, and dynamic response. So in micro targeting, it is very granular security. So the host firewall templates are virtual security software based templates which can be deployed, and security can be automated for as per the data classification of our server. So there could be different security definition files which can be deployed on a server as per the data it hosts. Furthermore, due to this automation, there are no management overheads. So security is very granular as per the specific data classification of an IT asset. So this entire management of software-defined security is centralized. So you can see the consolidated view of security controls and different policies which you have implemented in your dynamic infrastructure. And abstraction, there is abstraction of infrastructure from security controls. So security controls can be implemented independent of underlying infrastructure, and furthermore, the other administrators can carry out their administration of different other tasks. For example, the management of Active Directory. So furthermore, another key attribute of software defined security is standardization, integration, and automation. So standardization is achieved through definition or configuration files of virtual servers, and YAML is a data serialization language, and it is a superset of uh, Java Server Object Notation, which is a serialization language. So YAML can be used to write these configuration files, which can be deployed in a standardized manner to achieve the standardization of security requirements. Furthermore, the cloud services can be integrated with security tools like security information and event management or security orchestration, automation, and response platforms. So these security controls can be deployed automatically and also can be reconfigured if there is any uh, evolving threat. And these all deployment is can be done agentlessly, and therefore it suits best for microservices. So you can deploy security controls on my for microservices, and no agent is required. Next attribute is the dynamic response. So there are two kinds of responses. First is the proactive, and second one is the reactive. Proactive response may include to reduce the likelihood of a threat event, and after threat event has happened, then you can reduce the impact, that is reactive. So software defined security addresses both requirements. So it can be integrated with the security automation, orchestration, automation, and response platform to reactively reduce the impact or the attack window which is available for the attacker. Or it can also further reconfigure the security of virtual assets to prevent any attack. Or proactively, it can deploy mitigation controls on the other systems. So less HR is required because this all is done in an automated manner. So it is a kind of self-healing. However, uh, the security administrator should be very alert on the automation aspect, since it can also it is a double-edged sword and it can also replicate errors. So manual vigilance is required in software-defined security. Now there are different security services, for example, user and device identification, access control, application security, and security of software defined networks. So, in application control, the services which a software defined security can offer include web content filtering, spam filters, and proxy. And to secure the software defined networks, it can deploy dynamic IDPs, and it can perform network segmentation or micro segmentation, and also it can deploy virtual firewalls or traffic filtering and IPsec tunnel services. So security is uh, administration of security is done in click and drop manner. So this was all. Thank you.